What's up, guys? Young Bucks, old goats, and we're going to be doing a live stream companion here for the Miami Dolphins at the Seattle Seahawks. Just hanging out, watching the game, and we just kicked off. Geno Smith taking the field here. Am I the only one feeling a little bit optimistic about the Dolphins' chances today? What do you think? There are some inactives today. Let's see if I can pull those up. First play of the game here. At a 3-yard run here. He's out to the 38 and picks up 3 on the play. Let's talk about the Seahawks offensive line.
Well, there's an area here that has caused some concern when you consider the pressure that they've been able to put Geno Smith under.
So, can the Dolphins win without Tua? Can Skyler Thompson take advantage of this opportunity? Can McDaniel coach a different way with a different quarterback? That's first down pass to the tight end for Seattle. We're going to find out all that stuff. See if I can pull up the inactives here. Let me get something up on the screen for you guys to look at. We got a 1st and 10. Geno Smith. Fake. Hand off. First down pass to Lockett.
He decides not to take that shot.
First and 10 in Dolphin territory.
This is the number 6 passing offense in the NFL. Bobo in motion. Someone was in the wrong place, Trey. And they have to burn an early timeout.
Seattle has to burn a timeout there.
So there is a look at Mike McDaniel, and Brent, safe to say, with the Tagovailoa absence, he is on this trip, by the way, as we mentioned, but he's got a lot on his plate.
Yeah, Tua did go with the team up to Seattle, apparently to attend some Disney show.
So he's had some success the first couple of seasons. He was able
see if I can get a better
to make it into the
game cast
even though Tua
situation up on the screen for you guys.
Last year, Tua was healthy, put up some big numbers, finished at 11-6. And
apparently, my TV is a little bit behind this. Let me see if I can catch up to speed.
Again,
I'm on Paramount, and this ESPN seems to be a little bit ahead of me.
Thompson taking over the quarterback, and that's why he's been in the system now for years. He's looking forward to that change.
Actually, way behind.
You can see that a group that he is right there. He nudges the ball just a bit inside the 30. Now for the Miami Dolphin defense.
Well, the guys up front, that's where it starts. And Sealer and Campbell, the two guys, Jones there in the middle, and the linebackers, Jalen Phillips coming off the injury, Agba himself to see Jordan Brooks. Then the secondary, Jordan Poyer coming over from Buffalo in free agency.
The first-year coordinator taking the play to Vic Fangio, 2nd down and 10. Charbonnet, Smith.
Geno was sacked on 2nd down, and it's 3rd and 15.
Smith lost a 5 and back to the 42 and a sack. Just the 4th of the season for the Fins.
And one-on-one with Bradford. just throws him away and gets an easy sack up the middle. Anytime as a quarterback, you hate to get pressure up the middle because if it's from the outside, you can step up in the pocket, but nowhere to step up when he comes free right into his face.
And it's finished in Southern Arizona and Alabama. Last year, the Dolphins set a franchise record for 56 sacks. Third down 15. Straight to the air, across the block.
3rd and 15 was a 4-yard pass, and that brings up 4th down.
And he's shy of the first on 3rd and 15. He picks up 5. It's 4th and 10. And they're going to try for 3. The Dolphins slow that drive down.
Field goal try coming up.
For 3 with Jason Myers in the try.
Well, that's really all you're trying to do. If you pick up the first down, that's great. If you get a missed tackle, if you get open field, but you're really just trying to get yourself into field goal range so you can give yourself an opportunity, and Myers is that guy.
56-yard try. He's made 15 consecutive field goals going back to last year. And it ends for a score.
Reset. Field goal's good.
19 yards through the end. The Myers makes it 16 straight. And the Hawks by 3.
We're going to see what Skyler looks like coming up now.
These will be Buffalo Wild Wings and Wingstop. Get America's favorite boneless wings today. 50 cents each, all day, every day, only at Applebee's. There's nothing chill about a hot, sweaty line. Unless...
What do you guys think Skyler's going to look like with a week under his belt, or more like 10 days under his belt as number 1?
They want somebody that can run it for you.
This could be
Coach called your number. You gonna say
one of this guy's last opportunities, maybe as a starter.
You gonna give everybody butterscotch candy?
Could you see them
Probably out your pocket, more rappers.
going Huntley next week? That would seem fast. We would have an extra day because it's a Monday nighter against Tennessee. I believe those people lost today, but we may be just what we need to straighten out that team. We've been known to do that.
When was the last time you practiced law? Back when I tried cases, we just prayed as long as you got court on time, which is abuseful.
We shall see.
It's me. You're my Brenda.
That's the cool thing about all these questions. You get to find out exactly. It just takes time. I think we got a shot today. I don't feel too bad. Let's see how loud this place can get. I think a key here is to do something positive. You don't want to get this crowd more fired up than they normally are. Well, that is a big bird they have at the stadium there. All right. Here we go. Miami's going to get their first chance with the ball.
39 from 50 yards or more. I mean, they are becoming perfect from that range.
Yeah, that's a phenomenal stat when you throw that up. We consider this a few years ago, right? It didn't seem like the 50-yarder because coaches didn't want to give up that type of
10-9 in the first quarter.
The numbers you just rattled off, those are becoming automatic.
Von H.N. on the Braxton Bears should be back to get this kickoff by Seattle Jason Myers. 67 degrees at first game on the Dolphins.
Career completion percentage for Skyler, 57%, 615 passing yards, 1 TD, 3 interceptions.
Completion percentage for Skyler, 57%.
First and 10. Shotgun. Tyreek in motion. Fake handoff. A-chain in the middle. 23 yards. That looked nice. Nice way to start that off. A-chain's been so important in the passing game. There's two on the sidelines. And we're at midfield. Shotgun again. Flip. Oh, that looks like a horse collar tackle on the sideline. That was a nice run for the rookie Jalen, right down the sideline. He was close to a first down, but he looked like he got horse collared. Yeah, definitely. I guess they didn't call that. Wow. That is surprising. 2nd and 1. Fake handoff. Oh, my God. This could have been disastrous. They tipped the ball at the line, and luckily it landed incomplete. Yeah, that play just looked discombobulated. The running back kind of ran into him. When he threw it, it hit the Seahawk. Mafe hit his hand, and that was dangling up in the air, and luckily landed. 3rd and 1. This is one of the worst plays for the Dolphins. They tried to go up the middle for it, and we're not able to get it. That was Jeff Wilson Jr. 4th and 1, and we're going to try for 3. "57-yard attempt. And that's no good. Okay, so the defense is in a bad spot here now. Well, I guess you had to go for that. He's made long ones before, but now you're gonna have defense in a tough spot there. 1st and 10 from their 47-yard line. Coming up. Well, Gino was 3 for 3 on that first drive, 29 yards. I was trying to pull up the list of inactives. I know Jerome Baker was inactive. Mostert was inactive for us. I know DK Metcalf is playing. I know he was limited this week. Obviously, the big one is Kenneth Walker, the 3rd running back for Seattle, being inactive. Mostert, you'd like to have them, but they're pretty deep at that position. Cornerback Ethan Bonner, also inactive again. Channing Tyndall, linebacker. Linebacker Mohamed Kamara, offensive lineman Andrew Mayer, wide receiver Malik Washington, and Tyler Huntley, inactive with the emergency quarterback designation, which allows him to suit up for the game and enter if both Skyler and Tim, I have a Boyle, are injured during the game. And then the Seahawks, like I mentioned, Kenneth Walker III, oblique. Former Dolphin linebacker Jerome Baker, dealing with a hamstring injury. Guard Satoa Laumea. Linebacker Uchenna Nwosu. Tackle Michael Jarrell. Defensive end Miles Adams. And center Oluwatimi. All right, here we go. Seattle 1st and 10. Handoff. That's a first down. It's like 15 yards.
Excellent job by Brewer from Jones there. Throw out to the outside. Actually, Williams and Tomlinson holding to get in front of that as we see Leonard Williams.
Charbonnet. First and 10. Pass, first down. Noah Fant, tight end. Three catches for 25 yards for Fant. First and 10 from the 30. Hand off to the yard gain.
Seahawks running the little tackle here, getting up on the scrimmage.
DK Metcalf to about the 4-yard line, first and goal.
He just said, you know what? Instead of throwing it away, I'm going to put it out. And I got Metcalf go up, squeeze it right up top of the helmet of the bowler. Coming in with both feet and then until the first down.
Charbonnet, first and goal, touchdown. Zip. 9-0 pending the extra point. So we are down 10, 6:44 left in the first quarter. You know, this defense for the Dolphins has, I guess, you know, one time is one time, 2 times is 2, 3 is a trend. They've been giving up a lot of points, actually all the points that they've given up in the first 2 games were in the first half. Second half of the first 2 games, they haven't given up any points. The only points they've scored on us in the second half was the pick 6 to a through last week versus the Bills. So they have given the Dolphins a chance to win in the second half, but I wish they would give us more of a chance in the first half. But we gotta get some points going here pretty quickly, or I may not make it to the end of this stream. What was the line on this game? I think I saw it was like 5.5 at one point. Let's check that out real quick. 4.5. Seattle was favored by 4.5. I mean, you get 3 basically for being at home. So, not much respect.
Is just beginning.
You can check out some of the other scores while we wait. I was watching a little bit of that Saints-Eagles game, which looked like a really defensive struggle there, and then came to life at the end. The Eagles pulled that one out 15-12. A lot of people were questioning whether the Saints were for real or not. Apparently, with Kubiak there, it's kind of been a different story, but I've never been much of a believer in Derek Carr myself. Patriots lost the Thursday night game 24-3. All right, here's the kickoff. They're going to return that. A-chain to the 30. Am I the only one that thinks we're kind of overusing that guy? Kickoff returns, passing downs, running, playing receiver at times. Offensive line, Armstead, Jones, Brewer, Eichenberg, Jackson. Running back, A-chain, Ingold, fullback, Smythe, Hill, and Waddle. That's a lot of weapons. A-chain, 10 yards to move the chains. First down. 11 yards. There's a flag on the play. That's a hold, and it's coming back. That's on Julian Hill, tight end.
6 false starts, and this is the 5th holding call on the offensive line in this season. Not going to do yourselves any favors, pushing it back.
First and 20. By the way, I got to say, I've heard a lot of people bringing up this Bryce Young trade. Why would you want to bring another smaller version of Tua, another Alabama guy who's just been terrible? Okay, sort of a screen pass here to Waddle. He's cutting across the entire field and able to get something out of it. Hey, that looks like a late hit to me, man. Yeah, there's a flag. I hope it's for the late hit. That should give them the first down.
They were able to, Waddle was able to turn that into a positive, and then extra 15. Witherspoon with the shove at the end.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense 41. Witherspoon, Seahawks. I mean, the guy was like 3 feet. Waddle was 3 feet or 5 feet out of bounds when he got sort of pushed in the back. Not a smart play. Luckily for us. Minnesota all over Houston. What's up with that? All right, we're near midfield. So first down, running play. Mr. Dolphin, A-chain, about 8-9 yards. First quarter, 5:35 left to go. 2nd and 1. Trice Knight, Tyrell Dotson, Boyd Mafe, linebackers. Defensive backfield, Witherspoon, Love, Jenkins, Woolen for the Seahawks. 2nd and 1 from about the 46. And it's the Devon A-Chain show, but that gets nothing. That actually loses about 3, so it's going to be third and 4 near midfield. Defensive end, Leonard Williams, ribs, questionable. Went to the locker room under his own power. 3rd and 4. .434 left in the first quarter. And as is customary for McDaniel, oh my God, disaster. He looked like he wanted to call a timeout. He didn't call a timeout. Skyler dropped back. Somehow the ball comes out of his hands. And it looked like Armstead luckily was able to dive on it. And McDaniel's looking at his iPad like that's going to give him the answer. Skyler just like mishandled the snap and then just bungled the ball. I guess it didn't. I mean, Armstead recovering. Yeah, it was important. They would have, at least we get to punt here. Okay, so this has been a really bad start. I should change where it says that I'm feeling optimistic about this game. The punt's pretty good. It's going to end up at the 10-yard line with 3:33 left in the first. Geno Smith's 5 for 5, 62 yards. Charbonnet, 5 carries, 24 yards with a touchdown. What else is going on around the league? Giants beat the Browns 21-15. You guys see that game last week with the Giants and all like the extra points they kept missing, and they lost. Who'd they lose to? Kicked 7 field goals, the opposing team's kicker, to beat them. But if they would have made their extra points, they would have won. Commanders, 21-18, 7 field goals. Crazy. Talked about those that Eagles-Saints game a little bit earlier. They won 15-12. Freaking Vikings, 34-7, dude. Didn't see that coming. Vikings are 3-0 now, right? Yeah, 3-0. Texans are 2-1. Dude, they're rolling with Sam Darnold, dude, threw 4 touchdowns. Aaron Jones had 100 rushing. Justin Jefferson, 81. Stroud had a couple of picks. Just buying on the Vikings. Broncos, 26-7 over Buccaneers. Packers, 30-14 over Titans. I'm telling you, man, those Titans are going to roll into town 0-3 Monday Night Football, and it's a very good possibility that the Dolphins will be the cure for their ailments. The Bears, they lose 21-16 to the Colts. Steelers 20-10 over the Chargers. All right, we'll get back to this. Game's back on. 1st and 10 from the 10. Seahawks. Geno Smith in the shotgun. Got some motion. Handoff. That gets nothing. Emmanuel Ogbah with the tackle for loss. Second and 11 from the 10. Geno in the shotgun. Back to pass. That's Metcalf for a first down, and flag is thrown on the play. Is that an offensive, maybe? Yep, pass interference on Metcalf. He pushes Ramsey way back. Yeah, clear. Good call. That was an easy call. So that's going to bring up second and 15 from the 5. Geno Smith in the shotgun again in the end zone. Oh, what a great defensive play. Fuller on the edge. Dove for the block. Oof, man, a couple more foot or more. He's going in for 6, but he had full extension on that to get it with his right hand. Yeah, so now they're in third and long from the 5. Shotgun. Up a safety here. A little safety. Get points on the board, get the ball back. They're just rushing 4, though. Even better. They were about to sack him, and Cater Kohu comes up with a pick at the 7-yard line off the deflection. So, I don't know if it's even better than safety, but I'll take it. They're right there. They got to be able to punch this in, man. We got to get some points right now. First quarter, 2:21. We're down 10. Seahawks have opened the door for you here. Geno Smith drops back to pass. He's got somebody hanging on him. He tries to flick it out to the running back who jumps and touches it, and it falls into Cater's hands. And why couldn't he keep his? He did keep his footing. Okay, Cater kept his footing, but the running back was able to tackle him. All right, McDaniel, call your best red zone call right here. Don't save it for later. First and goal. Handoff. A-Chain fell on his own after like 2 yards, and there is a flag. Illegal motion on Miami. 5-yard penalty. Gonna be first and goal from like the 11. A-Chain just fell by himself there. I don't know if something's up with the turf there. All right, here we go. First and goal from the 11. Skyler Thompson in the shotgun. He's got some motion behind him. A-Chain, fake handoff, pass to the tight end for nothing. Tanner Connor on the catch for -2 inches. Yeah, Thompson got whacked pretty good on that one. Second and goal from the 11. Play action, pass to the tight end, to the fullback. Ingold Gets it inside the 5. So we got 3rd and goal from about the 4-yard line. We're going to burn a timeout here. McDaniel runs in for the timeout. If you score, I don't have a problem with that timeout. But it just seems very hectic with Thompson in there and McDaniel all the time with these getting the play call in, these near delay of games, McDaniel frantically running, calling timeouts, trying to call timeouts. I don't know what's going on. I don't, but I'm going to open another beer if we can't punch this in. Boy, that stadium is filled to the brim. Don't like these guys. Wouldn't mind going to check out a game there one day, though. It looks like a real cool atmosphere and an atmosphere where you really have a home field advantage. Not like here where like a good percentage of the fans are always from the other team. All right, 3rd and goal. Skyler back to pass. Rolling right. Rolling. He's got nothing. Throws it away. All right, can we get a field goal out of it? There was nothing. He did the right thing throwing that away. There was absolutely nothing. Sanders on for the very short field goal attempt. And that splits the uprights. 10-3 with 12 seconds left in the first quarter. All right. We're on the board. Well, you would have liked to have seen more than 3 points, but I guess we have to take it, right? What are you going to do? Actually, 11 seconds left in the first quarter. Skyler's 4 for 6 with 37 yards. A-Chain, 3 carries, 9 yards. Back to the scores for a second. Steelers 3-0 with Justin Fields. He went 25 for 32, 245 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. That guy just cost a 6th-round pick. Dolphins should have gotten that guy. Let's refresh these scores. The Panthers and Raiders are in second quarter, 14-22 left, 7-7. Niners up 7-0 over the Rams. Lions up 7-0 over the Cardinals. Ravens up 7-0 over the Cowboys first quarter, 7:25 left. We got the Chiefs Falcons later tonight, and then there's a double header Monday Night Football. 7:30 Jaguars Bills, 8:15 Commanders. Some people call them the Redskins versus the Bengals. Okay, 1st and 10 from the 30. That's where they get it after the return. Shotgun. Geno back to pass. Going deep. And wide open is Metcalf. And this is going to be easy touchdown for Seattle at the end of the first quarter. They're going to be up 17-3. Who got smoked on that play? Holland. Is that a blown coverage? He looked wide open. He's at the bottom. Jalen lets him go. And Holland just gets blown by. And that was too easy. Too easy. Gonna be a long day. 70-yard. Two catches, 93 yards. For Metcalf. That was a 71-yarder officially on first down. Ay, ay, ay. Gotta respond. Time to crack a beer. No, and now you fall into a situation where you probably have to sort of abandon the run, which is not optimal to do with a young quarterback. But the game is dictating that. You know, the Eagles haven't looked super impressive. I mean, yeah, they should be 3-0. They lost that game at the end on the drop catch, but you know, they had to really pull this one out against the Saints. 15-12. Both those teams are 2-1 now. $128 yards passing in the first quarter for Seattle. We had 23. Barrios runs it back to about the 37-yard line on the kickoff. There we go. 1st and 10. And I talked about this on one of the shows earlier in the week. Skyler's out there on his own. I don't see a situation short of them carting him off the field where Tim Boyle gets to play. That guy hasn't been here long himself, so you gotta pick it up here, kid. Fake handoff, pass to a wide open Waddle, and he sort of runs backward after the catch, but they should give him the momentum for the first down on this. 11 yards, first down. Okay, that play looked good. We just got to string together a few of those plays that look good. $14:36 left in the second. A-chain for nothing. -1 or 2. There's some fuckery going on with the officiating here. I don't know what they were doing. Engel didn't even block on that play. He thought the play was dead. I don't know. Dolphin shit. Second and 11. Skyler in the shotgun with some motion. Dumps it off dangerously to Jonnu Smith, who gets hit pretty good and cannot make the catch. Well, he sort of hung him out to dry. Wow, he got hit square in the face. Surprised that wasn't a penalty. That was helmet to helmet. Jonnu Smith got smacked right in the face. 3rd and 11. This is what you don't really want to be in. This is not going to be Skyler's best down and distance. Back to pass from the shotgun. Scrambles on the run. Didn't have enough juice on it to get it to Hill. Would have been very close to a first down if he would have been able to come up with the catch. We're going to be up and punting. Fourth and 11.
Dolphins have now scored 38 points in their first 3 first halves this season.
There's a flag on the punt. Illegal formation on the Dolphins. 5-yard penalty. 5-yard penalty added to the play. All right. This could get ugly. This could get ugly. The defense needs to try to keep us in this game somehow. Making Geno Smith look like Russell Wilson in his prime here. Skyler's been 509 for 47 yards. We have 6 rushing attempts for 17 yards. Just everything's looked very discombobulated. No flow. to this offense whatsoever.
Mayo did. He cleaned your quarterback. Mayo game day.
What's up with this mayonnaise commercial with Will Levis doing the splits Van Damme style on top of mayonnaise jars? Weird. Okay, I was wrong about my optimism, apparently, about this game, as I often am whenever I am optimistic about the Dolphins. I have found over the years that to be the case.
Field in the city of Seattle, touched up and ready for this week 3 matchup this week. And the Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. It's in Miami. Last week,
Yeah, dude, this is the kind of game that you need Tyreek Hill to help you. This is the superstar MVP candidate. You got a young quarterback, inexperienced quarterback in there. Oh, geez. Kendall Fuller in the concussion protocol, questionable to return. The hits keep coming. 2nd and 8 from the 23-yard line for Seattle. Charbonnet for about 3 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and 5. Can we hand off the ball to Tyreek when we get the ball? Throw him some screens, call some plays specific, get that guy, run him deep 3 times in a row. You can't lose this game in this fashion without giving your roll of the dice with that guy. I mean, that's what you got. That's the best you got there. Geno back to pass. Oh, wow. Hell of a back shoulder catch there by Lockett. That's going to be a first down. Got 12-15 left in the first quarter here. That was a hell of a catch. He was kind of twisting the other way, had to come back. One of the better receiving duels in the NFL. Geno back to pass again. Noah Fant, 15 yards up the middle. Boyer on the hit. First and 10 from close to midfield. Boy, Geno Smith. With a first down. I won't even try to pronounce that guy's name. Nice catch up the middle, number 11 for Seattle. First and 10 again. Geno Smith, sideline. No, Lockett can't hang on. Jackson Smith. I don't want to get in trouble here, but last name looks like Nijigba. Jackson Smith Njigba was the previous catch. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Weaver's on the sideline trying to figure out how to stop these guys. Pitch run to the right for about 5 yards. There's a flag on the play, though. Holding. All right. Anthony Bradford on the hold for Seattle. And yes, that guy has 5 penalties on the year. That's not good. Yeah, easy call. That was basically tackled the Dolphin. Second and 20 from their own 46. Oh, pass in the backfield, and he's going to pick up a couple yards on the catch. Chabernet. Should have been drinking Chardonnay for this game.
It was nice to see him rewarded with the contract a year ago. The work that he's put in to establish himself in this league, and it just non-stop.
3rd and 17. But Geno Smith, man, what a way to turn around a career. That guy was written off. Remember, they had broken his jaw and just kind of got the bust label in New York. But Jesus, it's hard to be good in the Jets, right? Especially during that time. Okay, first down, pass to the other tight end here. Number 86, Brown. David Long on the tackle. All right, so we're going to hold them to a field goal attempt. This guy already made a 56-yarder. This is a 53-yarder. Looks like he missed it. No good. All right. We catch another break. The first break was on the Geno Smith deflected interception that we got at the 5, but we weren't able to capitalize that on the 3 points. So with 8:58 left in the second quarter, you're going to get really good field position here. Start getting the ball to Tyreek Hill, even if you got to put that guy in the freaking Wildcat. I'm exaggerating, but get that guy the damn ball. That's your best chance to get back in this game. And to this point, he has not really been involved. Waddle, a little bit. 2 targets, 2 catches for 18 yards. Tyreek, 1 target. That's it. Get that guy involved by any means necessary. You're an offensive genius, McDaniel. You know, I'm an idiot. If I know you got to get that guy the ball, I'm sure you know. And if they're completely focusing on him and taking him away, get Waddle the ball more. Not even what's been your bread and butter, which is A-Chain the last few games. He's got 2 targets. They can't take everybody away. Let's start figuring some of this stuff out. You don't have to abandon the run completely, but I think that's more important to get that guy involved in the offense. That's going to open up everything else and make other stuff easier for Thompson and the rest of the team. Let's see. Let's see if they can do it. Well, that triangular end zone seating section is pretty damn cool they got here at the stadium in Seattle. I don't know that I've seen that in any other stadium. It's like the upper deck is kind of looks like a pyramid where there's a lot of seats in the bottom and then it starts getting shorter and shorter near the top. Pretty cool visually. Okay, 1st and 10, 8:58. In the shotgun. Handoff. That looks like Jalen Wright for like 9 yards. All right. So we're going to start a drive. Armstead slow getting up. That seems like almost every other play. You hear that? Number 1 pick, Byron Murphy, down for the Seahawks. They're attending to him. 306-pounder out of Texas. 2nd and 1. Going to break. Let's see what the hell's going on in these other games. Look at the Panthers, dude. 14-7 over the Raiders, 2nd quarter, 5 minutes. And Dalton living his best life. 10 of 14 for 124 yards, 2 touchdowns. You know, I heard a lot of people saying Andy Dalton could run that offense and he could win some games. And I realize it's early in the game, but thus far has his team winning and putting up good numbers. Bryce Young, I wonder what they're going to do with that situation. Seems real early to get rid of that guy. Yeah, maybe you got to cut your losses. What else is going on? Niners up 14-zip on the Rams. Brock Purdy, 8 for 11, 96 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jordan Mason, 10 carries, 27 yards. Matthew Stafford, 0 for 1. And then they got 8 carries for 40 yards. That's a weird offensive balance or imbalance they have. Lions, 13-7 over the Cardinals. Goff is 7 for 7, 71 yards. Kyler Murray, 4 for 4, 38 yards, 3 carries, 37 yards. Marvin Harrison Jr., 2 catches, 26 yards, and a touchdown. 2nd quarter, 14-34. Ravens up 14-3 over the Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? Lamar Jackson, 2 for 2 for 86 yards, 4 carries, 25 yards, and a touchdown. Dak Prescott, 8 for 13, 91 yards.
Checking this for.
And that's it for the games in progress. The Chiefs are at the Falcons tonight, and then you got a couple of Monday nighters. All right, A-Chain on a nice run here. Back to the game. They say A-Chain. I say A-Chain. I don't know which way it is, but we're moving the chains. All right, so 2 pretty nice runs. 1st and 10. Total yards 42 for A-Chain. Rest of the team 28. We're at the 37-yard line. Skyler back to pass, and he's going to get sacked back at the 45. Robert Jones got beat on that one. Couldn't get there. All right. Second and long. Skyler back to pass. Nice catch by Waddle, but that's going to be about 6-7 yards. Gain of 5. 3rd and 13. Are we in field goal range already here? At least. Daniel looks confused on the sidelines. We're at the 30. We're at nearly the 40-yard line, so this will be a 57-yarder if they don't get any yardage and attempt a field goal here. They try to throw it to Tyreek. That was near a backward pass. Tyreek couldn't handle the screen. He's having one of the worst games I've seen him have as a Dolphin. Yep, he just dropped the ball. Just dropped the ball. All right, we're punting. Yeah, dude. R.I.P. freaking Mercury Morris, man. All right, man. This is not looking good. Skyler does look like a guy who just looks lost out there. I mean, he has been here 3 years now. This is his 3rd season. It's going to be interesting to see if they roll with him next week or they go and they get somebody like they should have done. Somebody, a real somebody, not practice squad guy. Or if they're going to wait and roll with Huntley. And then if he does terrible, do they roll again with him? Do they go back to Skyler? Do they then go and sign somebody? Or do they then just say, we're going to wait 2 more weeks for maybe Tua to come back in the Arizona game? I thought they should have got somebody legitimate or more legitimate than Huntley right after the injury news came out. I don't know. We will find out. We always do. But they always seem to make the wrong call on that position over the years, no matter what. Draft the wrong guy, sign the wrong guy, don't sign the right guy, don't draft the right guy. It's really impressive how they've been able to mess up that position non-stop over the years. Gino, yep, 12 for 15, 185 yards, 1 TD, 1 pick, 1st and 10 from his 20-yard line. Back to pass. This guy was wide open. Lockett, I think it is. Yep. That's about 17 yards. That middle of the field has been open all game long for them, whether it's tight end, receiver. Byron Murphy, hamstring, questionable to return. Defensive tackle for the Seahawks. Dude, we got 30 passing yards. They have almost 200. Gino in the shotgun. Back to pass. And sack. Zach Sealer on the sack. Sack Zealer. A 7-yard loss. 2nd and 17 coming up. Nice way to get around him, Sealer. I thought at the beginning of the game we would need like 24 points at least to win. Looks like we're needing more than that. Unless, okay, here's a run that picks up only a handful of yards. It's going to be 3rd and long for these guys. Cover that middle of the field, damn it. Don't give them a first down in the middle of the field now. Unless the defense does what they've been doing and not give any points up in the second half, then maybe with 24 points you can win. But Jesus, 24 points seems like a far-fetched fairy tale at this point, the way we're going. 3rd and 16. From the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Smith back to pass. Back to pass. Pretty dangerous pass that Jalen Phillips had a chance at. So it's going to be 4th and 16. All right. We'll get the ball back with about 4 minutes. I wonder if this offense is too tailored to where like it's very difficult for somebody else to just pick it up. Barrios on the return from about the 10. He's out to about the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and he goes out of bounds. Nice return by Barrios. He's going to give us some real good field position with 4 minutes left. That's going to be right around midfield. Great starting position. We need a touchdown on the board here. Thompson in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to one side. Getting one in motion. Back to pass. Hits Ingold for about 4 yards. Going to be 2nd and 6. .330 left to go. Clock running. What will they pull out of their sleeve here? Skyler's 7 for 12 for 56 yards thus far. Kind of a high snap, fake pitch, back to pass. He's going over the top, deep, and that pass was nowhere near its intended recipient, which was Connor. The tight end and fullback, excuse me. I mean, he wasn't even really open ever. They kind of had a deep crossing pattern with Waddle there, but the safeties were on it. I guess we're lucky that was just an incomplete pass. We're 0 for 5 on third downs. Here's another chance to increase that. Some sort of penalty here. False start offense on Eichenberg. It just is discombobulated is the best word I can use for these guys. And it's getting loud in there. Third and 11. Skyler back to pass. Another flag thrown. He looks like he's got sacked. This team just looks super unprepared. McDaniel's pissed. Illegal formation. Decline fourth down. McDaniel's getting real pissed. And McDaniel's saying that's twice because everybody stopped. Nobody even ran a route for Thompson. So he's just back there with nobody to even throw the ball to. Punting. Another flag. Fourth punt. At least we will lead the league in punting. What's this flag all about? Illegal formation. This is third special teams. This looks so amateur, dude. Just terrible. Discombobulated. Okay, so they declined that, so we're going to punt again. Let's see. Can we make it 4 flags in a row? Punting from our own 38-yard line. Punt's going to be down to it's going to roll down to like the 5-yard line. Pretty good punt. 2:33 left in the second. And the best thing that happened there, we didn't get a penalty, which would have been 4 plays in a row. There is a flag. Holy cow. Jesus. Is there something about Skyler also? I mean, I realize he's not punting there. But why is there so many penalties? Oh, my God. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness on Duke Riley. Danny Crossman, special teams coordinator. When they show you on the screen as a special teams coordinator, I don't even think they show you when your team returns a kick for a touchdown. It's usually when something like this happens, like a bunch of penalties. Yeah, get together, guys. Talk it over. Figure this out. This is getting embarrassing. What's the record for penalties in a row? 4th and 39. I don't think I've ever uttered the words 4th and 39. But here we go. We are now attempting our 3rd punt in a row from our 23-yard line now. Just fucking go for it, right? Go for it. That punt gets fielded about the 31-yard line, and there's a return on it till about the 43. Is there a penalty? No penalty. Armstead questionable with an eye injury. Eye injury from watching this crap. Probably hurt his eyes. First down, run to about the line of scrimmage. There is a flag on the play. That's on Seattle. So at least that was not on Miami. What's up, Norm? Hoping for Huntley this week? I'm hoping for something even better than that. I'm hoping they say, you know what, we need to really sign somebody now. Is really what I'm hoping, which is what they should have said before they signed Huntley. But I guess short of signing somebody else, I don't know if that's enough time to get that guy ready. But Skyler looks like he just signed last week himself. He looks completely lost in the offense. Looks like he's been here 2 weeks, not 3 seasons. So I would not blame them for starting Huntley Monday night against the Titans. I mean, that would give Huntley, like 2 weeks with the team? I did want Tannehill, but apparently Tannehill wants a position where he's going to be able to ride out the rest of the season as a starter, and that was not the case here. So I don't think that was ever a real possibility other than fan fiction. I guess if Tua retired or was out for the year, then that would have become more of a possibility. I do not know offhand how much they've spent on defense, but they did lock up everybody on offense. Waddle, Hill, Tua, even McDaniel. I think Ramsey's got a pretty big contract, but the majority of that money is on the skill positions. You're not a Tannehill. You don't think Tannehill could have helped us? Norm, who would you like to see? Do you want to see Huntley, or would you like us to see sign somebody else off the street or trade for somebody? Maybe a Joe Flacco. Maybe a Jimmy Garoppolo. Some of the guys playing around the league, I thought we should have tried to get at certain points, whether it was before the preseason started or last year. Like Baker was around, Gardner Minshew, Justin Fields. There's guys you could have Lockett on a little swing pass, but they Ramsey locks up Lockett, if I could say that. It's gonna be 2nd and 22. 147 left in the half. Yeah, I mean, today they have no choice. I mean, Skyler's going to be in there no matter what. But he's looked terrible. I don't know why Tyreek hasn't been more involved somehow, getting the ball in that guy's hands, whatever way. Run it with him. I don't care. Get in the ball. 3rd down, run up the middle here. It's going to be 3rd and long coming up for the Seahawks with 1:09 left. And we called timeout. You're right. We have not been able to do that. I think we've won 1 out of 13 against them. And if you don't beat them, you're not doing anything. Even last year when everybody was counting out the Bills, they're dead. They're out of this race. There's no way they'll win the division. There's no way they'll make the playoffs. Nope. They went on a run. We went on a run the other way. And the rest is history, like they say. Bills play tomorrow night versus the Jaguars. There's a flag. False start. Seattle. What is this? A preseason game? I've never seen so many flags in a game. Third and 22 coming up. We've got 7 penalties for 50 yards. They got 5 for 44. That's like kind of a give-up run here. They do. I guess we're going to call timeout here with 1:01 left. We are out of timeouts. All right, I guess you're going to try to do something with this since you're calling all these timeouts. Yeah, man. Texting with my brother-in-law here. He makes a point. Meanwhile, Dalton is lifting up the crappy Panthers as a backup. And, we can't do much with ours. I'm not politicking for Andy Dalton, but that guy was out there for anybody to get. I don't know how the audio is because I am sitting outside and the rain has started to come down. Is this going to be a running into the kicker penalty? Or are they going to let that slide? Kind of ran into Dixon. No, they're going to let that roll. 1st and 10. 55 seconds. We're on the 23-yard line. Skyler back to pass from the shotgun. Nice. We got Tyreek at the 40-yard line here. It's about a 17-yard gain. Hurry up. Is the audio good, or are you picking up that rain, or are you joking? I'm trying to speak directly into the mic and louder because I got a monsoon. Wow. Quick pass here to A-Chain, and his helmet flies off. This is only good for a couple yards. So we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. That was a 1-yard pass. Skyler back to pass. Hits Jonu, which I think got out of bounds. Now there's 8 seconds left. You got one play here. I guess trying to get this thing in field goal range. Hit a long range field goal. That's your best hope. You need about 15 yards to get to the edge of Sanders' range. And yeah, we had burned the timeout earlier. Would have been nice to have it, but that's kind of like the Dolphin McDaniel way lately. Okay, thanks, brother, for playing audio engineer for me. Appreciate that. Okay, back to pass here. I guess they're just going to Hail Mary this shit. Nobody's even rushing. Skyler, what's he doing? He's just standing back there, running around. Just heave it, brother. Throws it to a guy who's double covered underneath. I mean, throw that, show off your arm. Throw that thing as far as you can. Jeez, that was terrible. And there is a penalty. Okay, so it is not halftime yet. There was a penalty. The half cannot end on a defensive penalty. 5-yard penalty. I didn't pick up what it was. But we're going to get another shot at this. But throw that thing as far as you can and hope for the best. All right, get to the line because you don't want to get a defensive penalty yourself here, delay of game penalty yourself here. All right, they're at the 49-yard line. Now the referees are running out. There's another flag. What a shit show. Timeout Seattle. But what was with the flag? I've seen cleaner Pop Warner football games in my day than what's going on here. Okay, the previous flag, I guess Barrios was pushed in the back during the play, which is why that extended the half. Okay, they had too many dudes on the field. That's why they had to call a timeout. Isn't that supposed to be a penalty, though, regardless? I guess because the play hadn't... Okay, because they hadn't snapped the ball. That's not yet a penalty. That's why Seattle called the timeout wisely. So you got Hill out there, Jonu Smith, Braxton Berrios. Geno Smith's counting people. Okay, all right, we got 11 guys. We're good. Boy, it's a sloppy game. Sloppy game. Okay, Skyler Thompson. Jeff Wilson Jr. is in the backfield. Ingold. They're going to do a give-up play here. They're trying to fake handoff, back to pass. Skyler's running. Nowhere to go with the ball. Gets nailed from behind, fumbles the ball out of bounds, and that's going to be the half. A stench of manure emanates from the field, like my old good friend Jim Mandich used to say, or something like that. Like, you can't even heave a Hail Mary with two cracks at it. Jeez. I've been bamboozled by the penalties. I can't even remember who got the ball first here. I think Seattle did. Wow. Let's look at some of the numbers. They can't be pretty. Geno Smith, 14 for 18. 200 yards. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Skyler, 10 for 16, 79 yards. No touchdowns. No interceptions. That's 63%. On the surface, the numbers don't look horrible, but just looks like no command of the offense, no continuity, no flow. Just, I keep saying discombobulated, but that's the one word that keeps coming to my mind. On the rushing side, Zach Charbonnet, 10 carries, 35 yards, touchdown. A-Chain for the Dolphins, 5 carries, 21 yards. Jalen Wright, 2 for 17. Jeff Wilson, 1 for nothing. Receiving, Tyler Lockett, 4 for 40. Metcalf, 2 for 93 with a touchdown. Noah Fant, 2 for 27. Waddle, 3 for 23. Alec Ingold, 2 for 10. A-Chain, 3 for 23. Charbonnet, 3 for 8. A.J. Barner, 1 for 0. Jonu Smith, 2 for 5. Careful with this name, Randy. Jackson Smith Njigba, 1 for 15. LaVisca Chenault Jr., 1 for 2. I'm just going down to see when we get to Tyreek Hill here. Farrell Brown, 2 for 9. Tanner Connor, 2 for 1. Tyreek Hill, 1 for 17. 3 targets in the first half. That guy's got to have way more touches than that. You can't go into the half with that guy having 3 touches and you got your backup in there that needs all the help he can get. (17-3), and we got the benefit of Geno Smith throwing an interception on his own 5-yard line that we were only able to convert into a field goal. All right, let's check out the scoreboard in the rest of the league while we wait for this game to continue. What's going on around the league? Panthers are at halftime, 21-7 over the Raiders. I guess all they needed to do was get Bryce Young out of there. And Andy Dalton tearing it up. 15 for 22, 212 yards, 3 touchdowns. Could have had that guy. On the other side, another guy we could have had, Gardner Minshew the second. even though there's no Gardner Minshew the first. 8 for 14, 117 yards. Chuba Hubbard, 10 carries, 50 yards. Deontay Johnson, 4 catches for 80 yards and a touchdown. Adam Thielen, 3 for 40 and a touchdown. The Red Bombers spreading it around pretty good. It's hit 7 different receivers in the first half. On the rushing side for the Raiders, Amir White, 8 carries, 30 yards. Alexander Madison, 3 carries, 7 yards, and a touchdown. Trey Tucker, 2 catches for 60 yards. Devontae Adams, 2 for 21. And then nobody else with more than 1 yard or more than 1 reception. 49ers, Rams. That's almost at halftime, 15 seconds left. Niners up 14-7 there. Brock Purdy, 12 for 16, 133 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jordan Mason, 12 carries, 30 yards. Juwan Jennings, 4 catches, 62 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ayuk, 4 for 34. On the Rams side, you got Stafford. I heard that guy's name mentioned somehow in some trade proposal for the Dolphins to get that guy. He's 8 for 12 with 80 yards, 1 touchdown. Kyron Williams rushing 13 for 53. But these guys, the receivers are all banged up on the Rams. They don't have anybody with 1, 2 catches. Kyron Williams has the touchdown on 1 catch for 15 yards. Lions Cardinals are at the half. Lions at 1-1 versus the Cardinals at 1-1. Lions are up 20-10. Jared Goff, 12 for 12, 136 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jahmyr Gibbs, 11 carries, 55 yards. David Montgomery, 10 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 4 for 37 with a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs also has a touchdown. The stat line must be wrong. They have him 0 catches for 20 yards for 1 touchdown. Sam Laporta, 2 catches for 36. Brock Wright, 4 for 33. For the Cardinals, Kyler Murray, 9 for 11, 75 yards, 1 touchdown. 3 carries for 37 yards for Kyler Murray. James Conner, 5 carries for 8 yards. So they're not getting much on the ground unless it's Murray. Marvin Harrison Jr., 3 catches, 33 yards, and a touchdown. Michael Wilson, 4 for 26. Trey McBride, 2 for 16. Ravens Cowboys. That's about to be at halftime. Ravens up 21-3. Lamar Jackson, 10 for 11, 161, 1 touchdown. Old man Derrick Henry, 12 carries, 52 yards, 1 touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 6 carries, 39 yards, 1 touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 1 catch for 56 yards. Charlie Kolar, 1 catch, 30 yards. Rashad Bateman, 2 for 16 with a touchdown. For the Cowboys, Dak Prescott, 11 for 19, 109 yards. On the ground, Rico Dowdle, 5 for 20. Old man Ezekiel Elliott, 2 for 4. Nobody's got more than 2 catches on the Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, 2 for 30. CeeDee Lamb, 2 for 27. Brandon Cooks, 2 for 16. Nobody else has more than 1. That's the in progress games. And you do have the 2-0 Chiefs versus the 1-1 Falcons on Sunday Night Football coming up at 8:20. And then you do have 2 Monday night games. The 0-2 Jaguars versus the 2-0 Bills at 7:30. Washington Commanders, you say Commanders, I say Redskins, 1-1 versus the 0-2 Bengals. That's a second Monday night game at 8:15. I guess we can check out some of these other games while we wait. Completed games from the 1 o'clock. First was Thursday night. There was a pretty good whooping. Giants 24-3. Sorry, not Giants. Jets 24-3 over the Patriots. Patriots fall to 1-2. Jets 2-1. Another former Dolphin here, Jacoby Brissett. Just 98 yards. Aaron Rodgers, 27 for 35, 281 yards, 2 touchdowns. Drake May even saw a little action for the Patriots, 4 of 8 for 22 yards. Giants over the Browns, 21-15. Daniel Jones, 24 of 34, 236, 2 touchdowns. Deshaun Watson, 21-37, 196 yards, 2 touchdowns. Amari Cooper had a couple of receiving touchdowns, 7 catches for 86 yards. Devin Singletary, 16 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown. And Malik Neighbors had a couple of touchdowns on 8 catches for 78 yards. This Eagles-Saints game got pretty interesting at the end. It was 3-0 heading into the fourth quarter. Eagles end up picking up the win 15-12 there, improved to 2-1. The Saints fall to 2-1. Jalen Hurts, 29 of 38, 311 yards, no touchdowns, and an interception. Saquon Barkley has been in beast mode. 17 carries, 147 yards, 2 touchdowns. He added 4 catches for 9 yards. I know Devontae Smith got hurt in this game. He had 7 catches for 79 yards. Dallas Goedert went off. 10 catches, 170 yards. Jeez. Derek Carr was 14 of 25, 142 yards. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Alvin Kamara, 26 carries, 87 yards. Chris Olave, 6 for 86, catching for 1 touchdown. And the kickoff is about to begin. And we brought that out of the end zone. And, wow, he got hit really hard. And there's a flag on the play to keep the theme going from the first half. $13 penalties thus far in the game. Everybody had an illegal formation. Those offset, we're going to re-kick. This is nuts. McDaniel looks extremely confused. Or he's trying to be funny. I don't know which one.
So now they're saying it wasn't a penalty on Seattle, but it was just a penalty on Miami. So instead of free kicking, they go to 5 yards and Miami gets small.
Now they've backtracked on the double penalties and just called it on the Dolphins. So they will not re-kick. Now we'll get started. At the 20, 1st and 10. Skyler in the shotgun. Fake handoff. They hit Ingold for about 5 yards, 6 yards on a little crossing pattern, but that took like a long time to develop, and he looked like he went through every single read very slowly, and finally that's what they came up with. Second and 4. Skyler in the shotgun. Little pitch to A-Chain, and wow, he made a couple of guys miss and made something out of nothing there. He looked like he was going to get tackled in the backfield. Looks like about 3 yards out of that. So 3rd and short, which is not our strong suit, coming up here. We've had 2 plays without a penalties, guys, so we should be happy about this. 3rd down conversions. We are 0 for 6 today. Back to pass, Skyler pressure, and he gets sacked back at the 15. And he's pretty banged up. He got blown up pretty good. Oof. Are we going to see Tim Boyle? Tim, I have a boil. All right. Punt. And there's a flag, of course. There's a flag on the flag. They're checking Thompson out on the sideline. I mean, he got like lifted off the air. Wasn't a dirty hit at all. But he got like sort of lifted in the air and then kind of fell on his side, and the player, well, I don't know. Now you can't even land on anybody anymore, especially if you can't land on a quarterback. So I don't know, but he got banged up pretty good. Are we gonna see Tim Boyle in action? He of the Hail Mary pick 6 versus the Dolphins. At least he tries to throw the Hail Mary. Could be a pick 6 when he does throw it, but he tries. Maybe Skyler's been hanging around Tim Boyle, and he's like, I'm not trying no Hail Mary. I saw what happened to that guy last year versus us. I don't know. I guess this could have gone worse. 17-3 is not. You're not out of it yet, right? Plenty of time for this to get out of hand. Do the Dolphins need to go out and sign somebody? I think so. Matlock. Won't be watching that. We seem to be wiping sweat off Skyler Thompson's brow for some reason. Tim Boyle sitting next to Snoop. 1st and 10, Charbonnet on a 1-yard gain. Second and 8. 12-12 left in the third quarter. Geno Smith under center. Man in motion. Big handoff. Rolling right on the run. Hits Metcalf, and they able to push him out of bounds. They're going to be in a 3rd and long. We got a Dolphin shaking up on that play. Fuller is out. Storm Duck. Shout out to Storm Duck is in. And they're going to take a break while they attend to the injured Dolphin, which I did not get a chance to see who that was. Cowboys Giants will be your Thursday night football game on Amazon. Damn, I would have thought they would have come up with something. They've basically come up with nothing. They've basically been shut out. They gave you that field goal. They threw you an interception at the 5-yard line. That's not even an extra point. If not for that gift, we're getting shut out. Is all forgiven because your starting quarterback is out? Or is anybody looking at McDaniel like, dude, you got to come up with something. Your whole thing can't fall apart just because your starting quarterback's out. You're not going to be as explosive. You're not going to be as efficient. People sort of expect those things. But most people don't expect complete ineptitude because you have to start your 3rd year backup who should be sort of an experienced guy in your system, in your plays. Guy has playoff experience for you. And this just looks like, especially when you look at all the penalties, just unprepared completely. Let's see what else happens here. Skyler's 11 for 18 for 85 yards. They just mentioned 87 yards in the first half, the second lowest output during McDaniel's tenure in Miami. Geno Smith in the shotgun, back to pass, pressure, and he gets Calais Campbell on the sack. Calais Campbell hits a jump shot. And he's looking like pretty good pickup for Miami there. Where he was knocked to the ground and he sort of dog walked himself on all fours towards Geno Smith and got him down. You remember Calais Campbell's the guy who took out Ryan Tannehill's knee back in the day when he got that knee injury. Okay, so we're going to get the ball back with about 10 minutes left. Here it's 4th and 13. Don't get a penalty, dude. Fair catch by Barrios. We're going to start about the 13-yard line. Can we come up with something, man? Throw it to Tyreek Hill 4 times in a row. Deep. If you're going to lose trying. Oh, there's a flag on the play. McDaniel's getting exasperated on the sideline. I think it's like 15 flags now. I'd like to throw a flag on these referees. They have not been good. Fouls by both teams. Illegal formation. Holding on the Dolphins. They're going to offset, replay 4th down. Jeez. Yeah, why is Jalen Ramsey on special teams? That is weird. And they blow the play dead. Jeez, I haven't seen an uglier game of football in all my days. They're just extending this pain by stopping the clock and throwing penalties. I don't even know why they stopped. The refs weren't ready or something. Here comes the punt. Barrios calls for the fair catch at the 23. So we will start this offensive juggernaut and McDaniel's genius play calling from there. They're showing Skyler's greatest hits here. He has been hit pretty good. I mean, some of these might have been concussions for Tua. Not even joking. "23 dropbacks, 5 sacks, 2 hurries, 5 knocked down." Skyler in the shotgun. Fake handoff. He hits Hill to 40. All right. Now you got to put a couple of these together. We've had some of these 17-yard plays and then nothing afterwards. Can we tack something onto this? Tack something onto this. A drive is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. And maybe to him, again, get this guy involved in the game. Get this guy in the flow of the game. It's still early. There's 10 minutes left. Fake handoff. Little swing past the A-chain. He gets past one guy, picks up like 5 yards. Skyler Thompson's down, and he got hit really hard. Yeah. Tim Boyle warming up. Hopefully he doesn't have any boils. How was that not a penalty? He's still down, holding his chest. This is so Dolphin, dude. It happened 2 years ago. And I think first it was Teddy who went down after Tua went down, and then Skyler had to come in. And then it was the other way around. Skyler started one game. He got hurt. Teddy had to come in. And then at the end of the year, I don't remember the circumstances why Skyler had to start the last couple games, and then the playoff game over Teddy. I believe Teddy was hurt. But this is such a Dolphin scenario. Well, we're going to find out about Tim Boyle. We're not going to have to wait till next week. Tim Boyle, he's most known for throwing a Hail Mary pick six versus the Dolphins. At least to me. Sorry. No offense to Tim Boyle. Pick six on a Hail Mary to Holland at the end of the half. So you're now one snap away from seeing Tyler Huntley, because he is the emergency quarterback, which would play if Boyle and Thompson are hurt. Currently, Thompson is hurt. But McDaniel has had no answer for creating anything that can resemble NFL offense today. I mean, I would say Tyler Huntley would have probably been able to do better off the street. At least he can run. So we'll see how serious. He's still down. Wow. They are back from break, and Skyler's at least sitting up now, but still down. Tim Boyle just called up from the practice squad. About to take some snaps. Thompson stood up. Finally. Hit. I'm not sure if this is like he fell on his arm and the shoulder or the ribs. Okay, here's what Greer has for us. Tim, I have a Boyle in command. 2nd and 15. 2nd and 5, I'm sorry. Handoff. Jeff Wilson. It's going to be 3rd and 1 after this. They're taking Thompson into the locker room. He's gingerly walking into the locker room. Oh, God, there's a fumble on the play. I guess Wilson was able to fall on it. You got to go for this, right? What happened here? Ingold on the fullback dive fumbles the ball. Jeff Wilson's able to fall on it. Jeez Louise. Well, if we're terrible on third down, wait till you see us on fourth down. 4th and 3. One of McDaniel's favorites here. And another one of his favorites, calling timeout. That is the McDaniel twofer. So that timeout, undoubtedly, well, I don't want to say undoubtedly because we could get blown out so hard that it won't even matter. But he's always burning these timeouts. Never quick on the draw with the play call. I understand your third stringer's in there. I guess this is the game anyway, so 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Boyle in the shotgun. He seemed to throw that ball at the defender's face mask. And our offensive player, Berrios, made very little effort to catch that. Here's the pass from Boyle. Berrios really made no effort to catch that. It's going to be a turnover on downs. First and 10 from the Seattle 46-yard line. Pitch, and Dolphin got run over, and of course there's a flag on the play. Charbonnet on the carry. Hold on the Seahawks. So that should bring up a 2nd and 20. $7:53. 1st and 20. I'm sorry, not 2nd and 20. 1st and 20. They're now on their 40, on our 45. Sorry, on their own 45. Geno Smith rolling out and kind of throws one out of bounds, trying to hit DK Metcalf on the sideline. Now it's 2nd and 20. Yeah, a lot of physical play down the sideline there between Ramsey and Metcalf. Hey, Ramsey does have a pretty sick helmet. Never seen that face mask. Okay, 2nd and 20. Geno Smith in the shotgun, fake handoff, dropping back, looking, and overthrows Metcalf down the sideline. Going to be 3rd and 20. So the Dolphins' second half defense continues to hold. That's well, not yet. Let me not count my eggs before they hatch. They need to get this third down stop here. A flag on the play. False start. Offense 75. So that's going to be 3rd and 25. Anthony Bradford's 6th penalty of the season for the Seahawks. Third and 25, 7:24 left in the third quarter. Gino in the shotgun, and they do like a halfback draw to Charbonnet, and he gets more yards than he should. He gets to midfield. He picked up at least 10. Going to be 4th and 13. 7:05, 4, 3, 2, 1, 7 minutes left in the third quarter. So what I was saying is the Dolphins in the second half, I'm not giving up any points in any game thus far this year. Barrios lets that, or is not able to get to the ball, goes into the end zone. So that's going to be a touchback. Wow, this is an ugly game. I picked the wrong game to live stream. I guess I should have known. What's going on in the other games? Anything change? Let's check it out. Panthers all over the Raiders. 27-7. Third quarter. 3:25 left to go. Dalton's closing in on 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns. Ravens still up big over the Cowboys, 28-6. Lions still up 20-10. That's third quarter, 5:44 left. Niners up a couple scores on the Rams, 21-7. Third quarter, 5:58 left. Of course, we got this game we're watching, 17-3 Seahawks, third quarter, 6:32 left. Skyler Thompson, or Tyler Thompson, when he exited the game was 13 for 19 with 107 yards. We have a grand total of 11 carries on the day for 42 yards. Tyreek's still with, well, he's got 4 targets at this point at least. Oh, this poor girl here at the game that's a Dolphins fan. I feel sorry for her. All right, Tim Boyle in the shotgun here. He's got like 3 running backs back there with him. H-on with a run for about 7, and there's a flag on the play. Holding. So, had a nice little positive way to start the drive, and yeah, that was a clear hold. This guy just bear hugging the defender. First and 20. No update on Skyler Thompson yet. Not that he would have made any difference so far. Tim Boyle to Waddle on sort of like a little bubble screen thing, and they might have picked up 3 or 4 yards on that. Yeah, 3 yards. 2nd and 17. That's 4 catches for 26 yards for Waddle. Now we try the same play, but to the other side to Tyreek. And that picks up about 6. So now it's 3rd and 11. Well, at least you're getting the ball in those guys' hands, but you should have been doing that sooner. And this stadium's getting pretty loud right now. Third and 11, and they run it with Wilson. He picks up about 9. It's going to be 4th and 1. I think he's going to go for it. Nope, they're punting. I don't even know if I want to listen to McDaniel's post-game press conference with all the If you ever listen to a Mike McDaniel post-game press conference, my best advice is to put it on 1.5 speed so it speeds it up, and then he ends up talking like a normal person. Otherwise, it takes twice as long for him to say anything than any normal person. They're showing some key injuries in the NFC West. Nakua, McCaffrey, Debo, Samuel, and Cooper Kupp. Geno Smith back to pass. Hits Noah Fant across the middle. That's been open all day, the middle. For about 7 yards, 6 yards. Geno Smith back to pass. First down to Lockett on the sideline. .343 left in the game. Left in the third quarter, I should say. Geno Smith back to pass again, and the middle's open again. Fence running over people. And again, that's been open all day. 14 yards there on the 45. First and 10. 45. Gino back to pass again in the middle. Hits Charbonnet out of the backfield. Williams just ran for a touchdown for the Rams there. That's going to be 21-14 in that game. Niners. Geno Smith back to pass again. Okay, we just can't cover anybody at this point. It's another first down. They're at the 40-yard line. The Dolphin 40. Geno Smith back to pass, and we're able to wrangle that guy behind the line of scrimmage on the catch. So it's going to be 2nd and 11. Skyler Thompson is out of the game with a chest injury. So we're rolling with the Boyle. Blue Boyle. Oh, big sack here on Geno Smith. Back to midfield. There's a few guys in on it. Phillips was in on it. There's a flag. There's a late flag. I don't know if it's on grounding or it didn't look like they roughed the passer. Three flags. For good measure. What's the record for penalties? Okay. Intentional grounding. I'm going to have to look this up. What is the record for penalties? Maybe we can witness history. 3rd and 21. Geno Smith back to pass. That ball gets batted up in the air, and Sealer comes up with the interception. The defense shows up in the second half, man. I realize this is a ricochet and kind of a fluke play, but 0 points in the second half of any game. That's what you want, your defense to give you a chance. You know, I don't want to hear anybody blaming this on the defense because I heard a lot of that in the first 2 games, which to me was ridiculous. You know, our offense was not good. Tim Boyle hands off here to A-Chain for maybe 1 or 2. Steelers had a day. Most penalized NFL game took place in 1976 between 2 brand new teams in the league. The 2 teams involved were the Seahawks and the Buccaneers. Both expansion teams were called for a combined 39 penalties for 372 yards. So we are a long way away from that, but there's been quite a few penalties. I mean, we're getting probably close to 20. Boyle, play action, 2nd down and 9. Lost one Ingold, and I think there's going to be a pass interference on Seattle on Witherspoon, possibly. Yep, pass interference, Seattle on Julian Love, number 20. Oh, yeah, Ingold got blown up before the ball got there. Should have never thrown that ball by Boyle, but actually it's 21 Witherspoon. They called it on the wrong guy. I believe that's the last play of the third quarter, though. Yep, that's it for the third quarter. So we're down 14, headed into the fourth. Can Tim do something about his boils in the fourth quarter? Can McDaniel string together some good offensive play calls in a row, 2 or 3 that get in on time without having to burn timeouts? Can the Dolphins score a touchdown? Will we see Tyler Huntley in the game? We're one play away from that. He's the emergency quarterback. Skyler's been ruled out for the game. He got banged around quite a bit while he was in there. Can the Dolphins make a game out of this? Get something positive. You know, even maybe you don't win the game, but you fight back and you get it within a score. This defense has not given up a point in the second half of any game. I keep saying that, but it's true. So you know that right now there's a real chance that you can get back in this game if you can put together anything positive. You got the ball. You're in good field position to start the fourth quarter. You can get within one score. The defense is holding, even creating turnovers, or at least one. They could get you the ball back again. It all starts with some offense. We need some offense. Get the ball in Tyreek and Waddle's hands by any means necessary. Help Tim Boyle with his boils. I don't think let's look at the run stats. I don't think the run game's been that terrible. A-Chain, 7 for 24. Wilson, 3 for 14. Jalen Wright, 2 for 17. What's that? 12 for 38, 40, 55. Not terrible. It's just been the overall execution and flow of the offense. So we're at 19 total penalties for 153 yards. Definitely not going to get the record of 39. But damn, I don't remember seeing so many. I must have seen games with this many penalties over the years, but I don't quite off the top of my head remember a Dolphin game with this many penalties. All right, we're at the 37-yard line. Fake handoff, Boyle, back to pass. He's got good time. He looks like he's going to run it. Slide, bro. Yep, slides right around the 32-yard line, something like that. Second down. Going to be second down and short. They sent Tyreek deep on that one. All right. Tyreek's on the sideline right now. I guess he needs a blow. Come on, Mr. Boyle. Handoff. Wilson, not quite. That's going to get us 3rd and 2nd. 3rd and 2. Which is probably like one of our worst. 3rd and 1. That's our weak point. Panthers in the fourth quarter. Looking like 34-7 over the Raiders at this point. It's third and a long one here. We got one back behind Boyle, and he's sort of in a pistol, kind of a high snap, hands it off, and we're going to pick up this first down here with A-Chain. Couple yards. First and 10. 13-10 left in the fourth quarter. And we're about the 28-yard line. Boyle, fake pitch, pass over the middle, hits Jonah Smith down to the 13-yard line. That was a tough kind of window. He threw in like a sidearm or I misunderestimated Mr. Boyle here. So far. I know he's just got in there, but right now he's shown more command and poise than Skyler had at any point during this game. Shotgun Boyle back to pass. He hits Waddle, but Waddle cannot hang on. He was, I think, double, triple covered there, but I have to see the replay. I don't know if Waddle could have come down with this thing. Let's see here. Waddle's sort of like a little out pattern, and yeah, it hit him in the hands. He could have had that. The defender did kind of get a hand in there and made it tough, so not a drop. Second and 10. We are at the 14-yard line. Smythe in motion. Boyle back to pass. He hits Hill over the middle. That's going to be down to the 2-yard line. First and goal. 11-yard gain. All right, we got to punch this in, man. Let's punch this in. Punch this in. The defense has been holding. Maybe we lose, but go down fighting, Get something positive out of this. What the hell are they going to do next week? They're going to roll with Boyle? Do we have a backup quarterback controversy on our hands? Austin Jackson getting some attention on the sideline. All right, first and goal. Here we go. 3-yard line. Boyle in the shotgun. Handoff. Well, there's a lot of bodies in that middle. A-Chain can't get anything out of that. He's stuffed. No yard gain. Come on, McDaniel. Dial it up, buddy. Got Tua looking at notes on the sideline. Boyle. Got a few backs there, back with him, handoff to A-Chain, and that gets a couple yards. So it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 3. Can we call something that's not run into the pile of bodies in the middle of the field and a cloud of dust, which has never been our strong suit? This place is getting loud right now. 3rd and goal, 10:43 left in the fourth quarter. Tim Boyle in for an injured Skyler Thompson. He's got a drive going. Back to pass. Heaves one to the side of the end zone. Oh, he had it in his hands. Hill had it in his hands, and it just fell out of his hands. Sorry, that was Smythe when he hit the ground. Nice pass to the corner of the end zone. If he catches it, that's a touchdown, but he had it, and when he fell, yeah, if he hangs on to this through the fall, it's a touchdown in the back of the end zone on a very nice pass, but he could not hang on. This is it, 4th down here. Here we go. Boyle, back to pass. Throws it, and the receiver A-chain fell. Incomplete pass. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Womp, womp. That's too bad, man, because he made a really nice pass on 3rd down to Smythe, and he couldn't hang on to it through the fall. In the corner of the end zone, a little sort of fade touch finesse pass. And that was it. Zero offense. I mean, you got to come up with some points even with your backup, right? During the game. Something. Free pass for McDaniel because Tua's not there? Or does anybody say, dude, this is what you came up with when you knew coming off a Thursday night game, you had 10, 11 days to prepare with a backup? This is the package that you come up. We came up with a package that got him hurt, and well, he couldn't do anything while he was in there anyways. This was the best drive of the game with practice squad guy a few days ago. Just signed after the preseason when we got rid of Mike White. I'm really curious to see what they do next week as far as starting quarterback is concerned. That's Monday Night Football versus the Titans. So they have an extra day to think about it. Let's see, what did Tim Boyle do on that one? 4 for 5, 33 yards. That is a damn shame. He threw a nice pass that should have been a touchdown. He had the ball in his hands throughout caught it, had it, hit the floor, popped out. $19.99 AFC wildcard. Miami beat Seattle, and that's the last game Dan Marino won because the next game was a shellacking at the hands of the Jaguars. What was that, 63-7, something like that? Okay, on 1st down, the Seahawks do the run into the pile of human flesh in the middle of the field. Dan Marino standing. He's probably politicking to be put into the game. Well, not this game. Maybe next game. I think he's leaving. He's walking out. 2nd and 7. Geno Smith back to pass. Corner. Throw. And there's a flag on the play. Smith in Jigba is claiming there was a face mask on him. And there is a personal foul, face mask, 15-yarder on Cater Cole. I think we're up to 20 penalties at this point. I think he went to block the pass and his fingers got kind of stuck in there and he pulled down on it. Should have took him out. Maybe they would have let it go. He would have took him out, but 1st and 20 from the 26-yard line now. Geno Smith back to pass. DK Metcalf close to a 1st down. It's going to be 2nd and 1. David Long, linebacker, hamstring injury, questionable to return at this point. Second and 1. It's got to be a run, right? Refs come running in. There's another flag. False start on Seattle. So we'll be 2nd and 6. What an ugly game. Penalty-wise, injury-wise, offensive-wise. Oh, Geno Smith drops the ball on the snap, but he was able to recover and throw a near first down to Noah Fant. It will be 3rd and probably 1. Bounced right off his hands on the snap and then right back into his hands. And then he quickly hit Fant for about 8 yards. Third and 1. I think they did a sneak for the first down, which, by the way, is a play we do not have in the playbook the last 4 years with our normal starting quarterback, which is a crucial play to have in your playbook. You got to be able to sneak it every once in a while. Tom Brady, can't stand that guy. One of the best ever on 4th and 1. Not a runner, not a guy. He's not going to pick up 5 yards, 6 yards, but he knew how to sneak the ball. He'll pick you up 1 yard most of the time. Guy up in Philadelphia, tush push, brotherly shove, whatever you want to call it. Jalen Hurts, 4th and 1. That's 3rd and 1. That's an automatic first down. Okay, Fant for 8 more yards. I guess the wheels are going to come off the defense here too, eventually. I'm not going to do a post-game show today. I don't think I have it in me. There's no reason to revisit any of this. I don't even know if you can call this a performance. This lack of performance. Geno Smith back to pass here. Crossing pattern. In Jigba. Out of bounds after he picks up the first down and about 13 yards. Nice receiving core they have over here in Seattle. It was 18 yards, by the way. Here's a handoff. Charbonnet, first down, 12-yard gain. First and 10. All right, so this may be the first points the Dolphins give up in the second half of a game. Dolphins defense, at least, coming up here because they seem to have no answers on this drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line for Seattle. Geno Smith under center. Handoff. Charbonnet to the outside. That's another first down. Marcus May on the tackle. Charbonnet's looked like a pretty serviceable backup. Kader Kohu cut
a stiff arm.
along the way. 1st and 10 at the 13. Geno Smith under center. Got a man in motion. Charbonnet up the middle, about 5 yards. Jordan Poyer on the tackle.
The defense came back out there and it's a long drive by Seattle.
Gonna be a long flight back home, boys. For a second, yeah, I thought, we'd get back in this game somehow. But was not to be. 2nd and 7 from the 10. Geno Smith under center. Handoff. Charbonnet. He busted out to the outside, and he's in the end zone. That's the first offensive touchdown this Dolphins defense has given up in the second half of a game. And before this game, I thought you would need 24 points to win. That's going to be exactly what the Seahawks will have after this extra point. Second touchdown run by Charbonnet today. Can we get the touchdown for honor after this? Extra point's good.
job.
24-3. Eighteen carries for Charbonnet, 91 yards, 2 touchdowns. For the Dolphins, A-Chain, 11 for 30. Jeff Wilson, 3 for 14. Jalen Wright, 2 for 17. Alec Ingold, 1 for -2. Tim Boyle, 1 for 6. Geno Smith's at nearly 300 yards, 289 yards, 26 of 34. Fant tore us up in the middle, 6 for 60. Tyler Lockett, 5 for 46. DK Metcalf, 4 for 104. On the Dolphins side, Waddle, 4 for 26. Ingold, 3 for 16. A-Chain, 3 for 28. For Seattle, Jackson Smith, Jigba, 3 for 39. Tyreek Hill, 3 for 40. Charbonnet, 3 for 16. Jono Smith, 2 for 18. Julian Hill, 1 for 11. Panthers up 33-15 over the Raiders. There's 6 minutes left in that game. Niners up 24-14. 7 minutes left in that game. Lions Cardinal. I feel like the score has been like this for forever. 20-10. Yeah, there hasn't been any second half points scored. 20-10, and there's 8:46 left in that game. Ravens up 28-6. I feel like there hasn't been much action in that game either. 10:41 left in that game. Yeah, only the 1 touchdown by Baltimore in the second half. And that's pretty much all the late games going on. And then we got the Chiefs Falcons tonight at 8:20. Do something, man. For pride. Build on it. This game's in the crapper, but build on it for next week. What do you do next week? Because even if Skyler didn't get hurt, would you want him to start? Okay, this is going to be touchback on the kickoff. So potentially any of these three guys could start next week. Boyle, if you like what you see this game. Huntley, if you think he's learned enough of the offense. Skyler, if he recovers and you say, I'm going to give him another shot. But even here's a first down pass over the middle to Hill, tight end. Yeah, even if Skyler wasn't hurt, you'd be asking, who do we start? Probably. You know it's not Tua. He's going to be out at least until the Cardinal game. They just showed Huntley on the sideline there. 4:25 left in the game. We're at the 42-yard line. And we had to burn a timeout. We got the Titans coming up on Monday night. Then we go at New England, at Indianapolis, home versus Cardinals, at Buffalo. That's what lies ahead of us. This season could spiral out of control really quickly. And we should probably be 0-3 if you really think about that Jacksonville game. They were in control that game until Holland came up with that big play. Boyle back to pass. Hits Etienne out of the backfield. He kind of stumbles when he catches the ball, and he makes like 6 yards out of it. But there is a flag on the play. The illegal shift on the Dolphins. 5-yard penalty. Replay first down. And Boyle got roughed up a little bit on that play. They gave him like a belly to back suplex. $22 accepted penalties. Boyle with a nice pass across the middle, and that's going to get us 30 yards. Who was this that caught this ball? Some guy that we got off Seattle that was waived. Boyle, another quick pass here. Smythe. Dwayne Eskridge was the guy on the 30-yard catch earlier. Boyle back to pass, and he's going to get sacked, and there's a flag on the play in the area of holding. Well, chop block. Personal foul on the Dolphins. Yeah, I know the Seattle defense is pretty good, but we've made them look way better than they really are. Seattle, they'll be the lone undefeated team in the NFC West now after this game. Boyle back to pass from the 40-yard line here. Heaves one down the sideline, way over the head. And I see all backup receivers in at this point. These are probably the guys he plays with in practice most. All right, let's not give too much credit to the defense of Seattle. This has been one of the worst offensive performances I saw one of the best offensive performances in MLB history this week, Shohei Ohtani. This is going to be one of the worst offensive performances in Dolphins history, probably. We would have been shut out if they don't gift us that interception on the 5-yard line. Boyle back to pass here on 4th and 19. Rolling. Heaves one into the end zone and out of the end zone. Okay, it's going to be tough, but I've gutted it out this far. I'm going to gut out the last 3 minutes of the game before I go. So Boyle went 7 of 12. But I guess that's what you want out of your backup, at least to come in there and give you a shot to do stuff. He didn't do great. Honestly, he ran the offense better than Skyler, which is sad to say that. Geno Smith is still in there? Why is Geno Smith still in there? I wouldn't have him in there. One yard, 2-yard run for Seattle. Second and 8. Geno Smith, handoff. McIntosh just ran over a Dolphin for about 4 yards. 3rd and 2. We're going to come up on the 2-minute warning here. Boy, this is a tough game to watch. Even tougher to live stream, if I'm being honest. So what do you do next week? That's the question. Roll with Skyler if you can. Roll with Boyle if he can't, or you don't believe in him anymore. Throw Huntley into the fire. Roll with Boyle, see what he does. Should Skyler get another start, whether he's injured or not? Will it matter? The Titans are 0-3. They're not playing good football. You can get to 2-2 if you win that game. That becomes like almost like a must win, because that's the easiest team on your up and coming immediate schedule. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with that. Or do they make the more extreme, aggressive move that I've been calling for and go sign somebody more legitimate than anybody that we have on this team currently? That's what I would be doing. That's what I would have done. I mean, long time ago. I didn't think we should have picked up the option on Tua. I didn't think we should have signed him to an extension. I thought we should have drafted a quarterback. I thought we should have brought in a veteran. Like all those things we should have been doing to prepare for the inevitable injury, the ineffectiveness in big games. That they have to get tired of it. Oh, there's a lady with a little Chihuahua dog with like earmuffs, and she's hugging it. That's cute. All right, can we end this game mercifully? So I can end the stream mercifully. 2 minutes. 24-3. 3rd and 2. Geno Smith to McIntosh. And looked like they stopped him. I don't know. They might give him this first down. They gave him the first down. So it looks like mercifully they will be able to run out this clock. They had him way in the backfield, and he did not stop churning those feet. Way to put a capper on that dominant performance. I don't think this was so much a dominant performance by the Seahawks, but an inept, unimaginative Geno Smith taking a knee here, 59 seconds left to go. Inept offensive performance by the Dolphins. 0 touchdowns. Only score you got was kind of handed to you, literally, when Geno threw that pick that was deflected into Cater's hands, and we weren't able to punch it in. We had that other chance. Oh, backflip. We got a backflip on the far safety guy on the last kneel down. And that's all she wrote for the game. All right. I'm going to go cry myself to sleep. That's it for the stream, guys. I'm going to go. Thanks for watching. And it'll be interesting to see who the Dolphins start at quarterback Monday Night Football versus the Titans. All right. Peace.